What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another special edition of the Pull Up Experience, aka Healing Season. We have a great guest with us tonight, the one and only Miss Samantha Walker. And we have special guest, Seven, with us tonight. Also, can you say hi to people?
Hi.
And per usual, guys, I love this segment. It's personal and dear to my heart because we're talking about how people are healing, and this, I feel like, crucial time in history where people just need it, okay? So we're talking about everything from how using yoga, how therapy, how just different ways healing is being done. And I promise you, Sam, she's my hero because she's on a constant journey in the healing. You really are, you know what I'm saying?
You know what? I gotta learn how to take compliments.
You
That's a part of my journey, so I'm gonna take
There
that.
we go.
Thank you.
There we go. And we're just gonna unpack a couple things about how you've been going through your healing journey. You continuously going through it and whatnot. So without further ado, Miss Sam, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm healing.
You healing? That's what I'm talking about.
I'm here. You know, this is a rough time of year for a lot of people. A lot of us have experienced a lot of loss and grief, so it's very crucial that we take care of ourselves during these winter months. These holiday seasons can be really rough.
Yeah.
You know, I've experienced it. I know so many other people experienced it, and some people experience it don't even know what it is. So, you know, it's just my mission, whether it's with being on here with the pull-up experience, being on my platform, wherever I'm at. Yeah. You know, I always try to bring healing to the forefront and how to deal with life. Yeah. Because life is not going to stop. Yeah. No matter what you're doing, life is not going to stop.
Come on, so, you're preaching right now.
I'm just getting started today.
No, let's just get into it. Because, like, I know me and you joked about, you know what I'm saying, like how we look outside in our city and it looks like Gotham, right?
Yeah, and and a lot of people don't know that the sun provides us with so much. More than just light. Yeah. And when we don't have the sun, that just changes our whole mood. And, you know, for people that don't know, it is called seasonal affective disorder, aka SAD, aka seasonal depression. Yes. So when we can't go outside and get that sun, we can't go out and just touch the grass or just be outside in nature getting that fresh air, you know, that weighs on our mental. Yeah. And so a lot of people just, it's wintertime. Like me, I always tell people I'm like a bear. I go hibernate. Like you won't see me for a couple months. And it's not because I'm not a social person or I don't like to do stuff, but those months are just for me. Yeah. To go inside and focus on the things that are going to make me better. That's good. Yeah. That's good. Because like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people in our city who are wondering, like, why is it during these months? I don't feel like myself. I didn't even know. And I remember I was talking about therapy. I was telling her, like, it's something about, it wasn't just the holidays itself. It was the fact that now, like, summertime is hit and now getting darker a whole lot sooner. And I'm like, why am I feeling like a lot, like very down? Yeah. And when she told me, I did not know. 36 years of life, did not know. Yeah, and another thing is, too, when the seasons change and we automatically lose all those hours of sunlight. How many days of sunlight do we actually have in Cleveland during winter months? Then you cut that into half. Yeah. So we're literally lacking all those natural things that the sun gives us. Yeah. And, you know, you might feel more tired. That's because we don't have that vitamin D, that natural vitamin D. So one thing that I have started doing that I want everybody to start doing, whether you think you're going through something or not, during these months in particular, get you some vitamin D. Come on now. Because that's going to help. Another thing that I've started taking that, I'm going to talk a little bit more about this later because I know we're going to get into it, but some ashwagandha. Because I have actually replaced my antidepressants with ashwagandha. Come on now. Okay. We're going to get into that real heavy. I'm about to say, you got to get that Dr. Savvy space or whatnot. I mean, it's like, because when you think about it, the pharmaceutical companies are making a killing off of us, right? Because we're not taking the time. But I feel like now we are looking into different ways of healing our bodies and healing our spirits and our minds. Yeah. And I've always believed in trying alternatives. Yeah. So, you know, my doctor was like, well, your depression is this and your anxiety is all over the place. So we're just going to add another 50 milligrams, take 2 more of these, take 3 more of these. And I'm like, I got to a point where it was hard for me to even host because I was taking so many different medications. Yeah. And I had somebody pull me to the side, like, what's wrong with you? Yeah. Like, during the hosting, like, during the intermission, like, you all right? And I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. And they're like, you sure you're not, like, you need to pick it up. And I'm like, you have no idea what it took for me to get out of bed today. Yeah. To come and do this event. Yeah. You might have asked you, so, I mean, like, I've heard different stories where people would talk about taking medication would do something to them. It would put them in a different state of mind. But it'll turn them out of character. They'll be like a whole different person. They wouldn't be themselves or whatnot. Would you say that's the same? Not the same, but like how did that affect you? So I think I started on antidepressants and anti-anxiety medications in 2016. Mm-hmm. It's 2023, about to be 24. I have been on those medications consistently. So there's been times where I said, let me take a break and let my body regulate itself and see how I feel. Mm-hmm. But there's been some days where I'm just angry, I'm lashing out, I'm having mood swings. Yeah. And, you know, at first I'm just like, oh, it's not a big deal. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, I give myself a little break and I get back to it. Mm-hmm. But then it's like when I'm looking at, and this is going to sound real weird to somebody, but when I'm looking at the money that I'm spending on prescriptions every month, come on, in addition to other health things that I have going on, just my behavioral medications were adding up. And so I never forget, because I actually, and I still have to do this every 2 to 3 months, I have to get reevaluated from a psychiatrist. And a couple months ago, I was just explaining to her how I was feeling, and she said, oh, it sounds to me like you have a personality disorder. And I'm like, you asked me 4 questions. Right. And now I have a personality disorder on top of these other things that I already have. So I politely told her, I'm going to agree to disagree with you. I'm just having a rough week. I don't have a disorder. And I said, y'all are so quick to write us a prescription and send us on our way. So, yeah, because I looked at her and I said, now, this is a black woman, first of all. Right. So I expected a little bit more. Right. I expected a little bit more out of her. But it was just, oh, you got a personality disorder. Ma'am. I said, life is life right now. I don't have a disorder. Right. I'm going through some things. So, you know, that was the point. I think that was back in probably like September, October. So when it came up for me to have like another evaluation, I was like, I'm giving the medicine a break right now.
Time out. I don't want to overshadow just what happened in that moment. This is what I learned in therapy myself. Mm-hmm. Being self-aware. You were self-aware enough to know that this not a disorder. I'm just having a bad moment in my life. Yeah. Versus someone who's not self-aware, they would have been like, all right, bring. Yeah, I got all that. Come on, bring in the prescriptions or whatnot. So shout out to you, by the way.
And you know that advocating for myself, that came from me being in therapy and being taught it's okay to disagree. Just because a person has this piece of paper behind their name does not mean that they know you.
Because who knows you better than you?
I'm saying.
Come on now.
And I literally ran down a list of things that have been going on. And she's like, oh, disorder. I'm like, girl, anybody will crumble under these circumstances. Come on now. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Right. Whew. I hope she watched this interview too. Do better. No, for real. While we talk about it, all health practitioners do better. Ooh. Especially the ones in our communities. Don't just diagnose us and just put some notes on a paper. Yeah. Because y'all are killing us. Okay? And I can say that because I went through another health thing, which I'm going to slowly start talking about it. But I had a doctor literally look me in my face without even looking over my medical records, without even knowing my medical history. Oh, we just going to give you a hysterectomy and just take everything out. Lord, Jesus. That's what the doctor just told me in a joking manner to my face when I was going through something. So part of my healing journey, I'm in the emergency room and I want to go off. Yeah. I want to. But I took what he said and I said, I'm going to go get another opinion. Yeah. I'm going to go seek out a healing village. I'm going to go seek out.
I need my bail back, y'all.
We need your bail. I'm going to go seek out somebody who's willing to listen to me. Yes. And advocate on my behalf.
Come on now. That's good.
And that's all holistic things that I'm doing. Everything I'm doing for my health right now is holistic. Yeah.
Hold on, time. We gotta break that down because, like, when you said that, in my mind, it was more. I heard support system, like having a healthy, strong support system, really can help a person in the time of healing and whatnot. Yes. And that's oh my goodness, that's powerful.
I have a team. I have been working with my therapist for I believe this is my 4th consistent year of therapy. So shout out to my therapist.
Shout out.
Girl, I know I make you earn every single dollar. But it's like, if I don't advocate for myself, she advocates on my behalf. She's written letters to my employer. Yeah. She's, talked to my doctors if need be. Yeah. And so that, and then I do a lot of holistic healing. I do Reiki energy work, meditation. Shout out to Raven. If y'all don't know who Raven Carter is, y'all need to go look her up. She has been guiding me through my healing process. Also also for about 4 years. So it's like, this is not a new journey I'm on. It's just evolving. And it's because of I've seen how we're treated.
Yeah.
You know, this is how you treat them. Just give them some medicines that they'll be addicted to and won't be able to get off of it. Because that's what I felt like after a while. I felt like an addict. And it's all about the money. You know, I went to the doctor because of one thing, and I didn't want to give me all these tests. They want to, you know, do surgery on me, do all of this, without even knowing getting to the root of the problem.
Yeah.
Let's just make it easy on ourselves and get us a couple $100,000. We just gonna cut her open. And I advocated for myself, and that's not happening.
Yeah.
So, you know, if y'all are going all these doctor's appointments, I suggest just looking up organic, looking up herbs, looking up teas, looking up, you know, different things you could do with your body to heal yourself from the inside out.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to write a prescription. It's so easy. And they get paid. They get paid big money just to put their little sloppy signature on a white piece of paper. Or no, I'm sorry, it's electronic. They just send it on over to the pharmacy.
You're right. I got on file. It's like, you sent it? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. No, I love how you said it because, like, I am a big, how to say this? I'm a big person. I don't like taking prescription medicine because, one, I've seen too many case studies where people have been addicted to it or become so dependent on it. Dependent on it to the point where they can't function in life. And I said, I forget that. I got surgery on my heart a little while back. And when I did, at the hospital, they gave me this prescription morphine. I'm like, nope, I'm about to thug it out. Because I heard too many cases of people who, once again, got addicted to painkillers, all that crazy stuff. So, but I love how you said there's a different way that people aren't familiar with. Yeah. Like the very things that the pharmaceutical companies will prescribe you is there's a natural way or natural alternate to that. You know what I'm saying? That people aren't familiar with. Yeah. So no, shout out to that.
And seriously, when it comes to like medication, there is always a herb or natural thing that you can take. It's certain fruits.
Yeah.
It's the water you drink. Yeah. It's adding green to your diet. It's eating root vegetables. It's all these different things. And I actually found a book that literally gave me what a prescription and then the herb for that, as opposed to the drug.
No, let me ask you this. So, would you say there's a significant difference in how you felt or how you dealt with the things that you had to deal with because you went from prescription medicine to herbal?
It's a huge difference. And at first, I was like, I'm just gonna like put the prescription on the back burner for a minute. Like maybe I'll just skip this refill and then go back to it. But now I'm almost 3 months in with no antidepressants. And it's all because I'm listening to myself. I can hear myself now. I don't have
to episode.
Yeah, I can hear myself.
Listen to yourself.
Because there was a fog.
Yeah.
It was kind of like, I'm sad. And I might not even be sad. But my brain is telling me that I'm sad.
Come on now.
Or that I'm depressed. And it just so happens, you know, we just had Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It was my mom's birthday was the day before Thanksgiving. My mom passed away in 2020. So when the holiday seasons roll around, anybody that's lost their parents know that it's super different once your parents are going to have, you know, the holidays. So everybody was calling me and, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, I'm great. I just went and did this and that. And I'm like, I'm actually good.
Yeah.
I'm not good because I took some medicine. I'm good because I can hear myself. I can allow myself to process my feelings, go through it, deal with it, and be at peace with it.
Come on, that's it.
Because, like, I felt for a while like I was a zombie, just kind of just walking through my life. And a lot of people don't know that because I put on such a... I'm just always me. Like, I'm always just boisterous and, you know, full of personality. But for a lot of those years, I was just in a fog because I was so heavily medicated. I'm talking about, you know, up to maybe 500, 600 milligrams of antidepressants, anti-anxiety medications. And anytime I would feel even a smidget of anxiety, I go take that pill.
Come on.
And I'm doing that before shows and stuff because I'm so nervous. But now I have to use that anxious feeling and put that into what I'm doing. I have to transfer that energy. Not take a pill and suppress it, but transfer it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was prolific.
That's a bar. That's a bar.
But it's a real thing. So I post a lot of videos. Now I'm getting into my content bag a little bit heavier now. So now, before every show, I have somebody record me right before I go in when they're announcing me. And I'm always sitting there shaking like this. And I know people think I'm just doing that for Instagram. No. My heart is beating on my chest. I feel nauseous. Because I get super nervous before I do anything. And it's always been like that. But before, I would go take my pill to calm those nerves down. But now I say no. I'm nervous because I'm passionate about this. Right. I'm nervous because I know I'm about to go out here and do this. I'm nervous because I know there's going to be something that's going to come after this.
After this. Come on now.
So I had to transfer that and use it. So now I just go out there and do my thing with no medication. Yeah. I don't even have to have a drink before anymore. I used to have a drink, a shot. I don't have to. If I do, I'm just celebrating in advance. But I just really don't feel like I have to suppress anything that's just naturally me. Yeah.
Sam, time out. You didn't kill the game. I hope y'all listen to what she just said. Because I know for me personally, because when you said that, I identify with that so vividly because people say the same thing to me. They're like, man, you killed it. I'm like, if you don't know what's going through my head, what I was feeling right here. Yeah. And just like, you know what I'm saying, you get past it, but that feeling never subsides, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't care if it's 10 people or 10,000 people. Yeah. There's going to be some kind of, not resistance per se, but it's going to be a feeling that you're going to have. Yeah. You know, I don't care how many times you've done it or whatnot. But I love how you say, once again, being self-aware, you like, before you had to do this and do this to subside the feeling. When you know now it's a natural feeling, it's going to happen regardless. Yeah. Now you can regulate that. Now you can identify with it. And now you can not internalize it, but just register with your body like, yeah, this is going to happen. So I feel okay with that. Yeah. Ooh, come on now.
And I want y'all to watch those videos and watch it and zoom in. You can almost see my heart beating out my chest because I'm so nervous because I know I'm good at what I do.
Come on now. You are the best, by the way.
Thank
you. You're the best, by the way.
And everything that I say it humbly because I worked hard. Yeah. And I'm not new to this stuff that I'm doing. I've been doing it. But it's like the more, I guess, notoriety, the more attention you get, it's like the pressure is on me to maintain this or be better than I was the last time you saw me. And that's pressure I put on myself because I'm like, every time I do an event, I want somebody to say, I remember when you said this. It cracked me up. I remember when you did this. I was so entertained, whatever it is. So it's like, you know, I put the pressure on myself to keep improving, to keep elevating. And a lot of stress and anxiety comes with that. But that's just all a part of the journey. Yeah. So I feel like if I'm not nervous or anxious, I don't even want to do it.
Come on, Sam.
If I'm not nervous or anxious, I just go out there like, yeah, whatever.
Right. You didn't got stoic about it. You didn't got complacent.
Like, I'll be in a corner like I'm about to go box.
Come on now.
Put my headphones on. I'm over in the corner. I'm getting turned up because that's just me regulating myself. Yeah. So yeah, it looks different now. Things look different for me now backstage. Yeah. I used to have to turn up. Like I gotta take a couple shots. Yeah. I gotta have a good buzz. Yeah. And now I'm just like, I am the buzz.
Come on now, like, Sam. Come on now.
I take what I already have. And I just filter that, and I just push through.
Come on, Sam. Like, come on. You preaching today, Sam.
It's Sunday. I'm not just playing.
That's good right there. And I love how you said it, because, like, a couple things. Like, y'all think podcasts be for y'all. They do be for y'all, but they be giving me energy, too. Because, like, I love how you said it, because, like, as you do bigger and better, like you said, you challenge yourself. I feel like Kobe Bryant, he gave the most inspirational quotes of all time, in my opinion. He talked about that very thing you were talking about. He was talking about just how would each moment, those crucial moments, make us better. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. If it don't scare you, you're not challenging yourself enough as a person or whatever industry you're in. So no, shout out to you, Sam.
Yeah, so you know how like athletes go through their footage when they getting ready to go to school. Yeah. I go through my footage and I sit there and watch myself post, and it makes me cringe most of the time. I'm just like, that was so corny. Why would I say that? I look at the audience reaction. Like, I'm very analytical when it comes to what I do. So I always watch it once just to watch it. Yeah. Watch it again to evaluate it. Yeah. Watch it 3, critique, go through, make notes of myself. Even when I watch interviews like this and I watch myself, I'm like, why did I say that like that? But that's how I keep getting better. That's how I keep getting better.
Come on now. You preaching. I love it. No, I appreciate it because, like, once again, from being a person who has a quote unquote platform, I cringe every time I watch myself. Like, why did I say like 18 times? Man, or when I say, man. you know what I'm saying? I say that quite a bit, right? Once again, you watch it and you might cringe, but once again, it helps you to get better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Those are the moments that help you to just like, okay, this one I need to improve upon. So no, that's good stuff.
Yeah, it's just real life, and it's like I've come to understand that there's always gonna be something you can do to improve. Yeah. No, that's and good. It's like I have to leave room for that improvement. So that's just what I do.
So let me ask you this. So I was going to travel back in time a little bit. So when did you did you see that, okay, there's still I need to go see a health professional about, or what occurred in your life to make you be like, okay, I need to seek out a professional or whatnot?
I've actually been in and out of therapy since I was 6 years old. My first therapist was assigned to me at school because I lost my older sister when I was 6. And so I really was unaware of what was happening. It was kind of like, oh, I know my sister was sick and she's not here anymore, but I didn't understand the psyche or what was going on inside my brain at the time because I was so young. Yeah. And, I just watched my family dynamic get very different around that time. So when you're in the school and they know you have a tragedy, they automatically get you with a social worker, get you with a counselor. So I did that. And of course, I'm like, I'm in 2nd grade. Like, I want to talk about my feelings. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't until, I'm going to say, because I went for a little bit, but I was just like, Mom, I don't want to go see her anymore. Like, this, I don't know why I'm doing this. This is stupid. But, I was suicidal growing up. And a lot of people don't know that about me. But I hid it for so many years. But I think once I got to college and I was responsible for myself is when I said, okay, I can't keep having these feelings thinking I could just wish them away or party them away. Come on now, Sam. So I actually started when I was at the University of Akron. Shout out to them because they were like one of the first schools that I know of to have, therapists on campus. Yeah. So, I signed myself up for therapy my freshman year of college. And since then, I take a little break. Life get hard, I go back. But now I understand it's not a one-time thing. Come on now. I can't just stop going to therapy because I feel better. Right. Because there could be good things. It has to be a continuation. And I tell people, don't start therapy and stop. Yeah. Because you're hindering your growth. You're hindering your healing when you just keep stopping the process. And it's like, just because I'm doing great, I'm doing good, that doesn't mean something won't come up. Yeah. Or it could just be something you need advice on. Yeah. Or you just want to, get somebody's opinion. Yeah. And I just looked at a radio interview I did. Good Lord. I think that was in 2016. I did a radio interview. And I said, I'm always going to talk about and encourage people to go to therapy. Yeah. Because they're not invested in your personal life. They're not invested. So it's like you talking to your friends and posting stuff on Instagram, like when you really going through it, but I'm going to keep posting these memes because they're funny. That's cool, but are you going to actually talk to somebody about these things that's going on in your head? Come on now, Sam. The meme's not going to talk back to you. And people going to reply, you all right? You good? Yeah, I'm good. And it's going to be that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I started therapy at a young age. I stopped, but I feel like now at the point that I understand therapy now, because, when you hear therapists, they just want to get in my business. It's like they're getting into your business to help you to learn how to navigate. Yeah. How healthy, how to deal with life when life happens, because it's going to happen regardless. So therapy has just really taught me how to deal with life. Yeah. And I'm so grateful that I was so particular about who I chose. Because there's a lot of tools out here that you can use to find the perfect therapist for you. I went to, I want to say it was Therapy for Black Girls. I went to the website. And there's a criteria, filters you can put in all the criteria that you're looking for. So like somebody that specializes in grief, anxiety, depression, somebody who's African American, under the age of this, lives in this city. And it literally filtered all the way down to maybe 4 or 5 therapists.
Come on now. And thank you for that, because like if the question I get all the time, I get asked like, how did you find your therapist? Or how did you find, you know what I'm saying, someone who looks like you who's a therapist, right? Yeah. And I looked up, I'm gonna lie to you. Unfortunately, I looked in the directory and I seen the blackest name, and I was like, right.
I'm picking Daquan.
And I looked up because when I met with her, because I've been to 2 other therapists and they were not the same skin color as me, and it was a whole different experience. And one time I met her, which by the way, she'll come on the podcast soon, so y'all stay tuned for that, right? But we sat down, and like something that I've been through, not only did she have to deal with herself, but she was able to move forward, and that helped me to be like, all right, I can open up to you, because I don't know if y'all done this, or I can tell you, I don't keep that way real with you. I went to therapy the first 2 sessions, I was lying my ass off.
And therapists know.
They know.
They know.
They know, right?
I'm telling y'all.
And I love because she literally said, all right, you gonna keep wasting your money by it's just fine, or you gonna keep real. And I'm like, you know what? All right, I see. Okay, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
My therapist was the same way. She called me out real quick. Like, is that what we're doing? And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, so we just gonna just keep raising over these issues? We're gonna keep laughing them off? And I'm like, oh, I really gotta talk about this. Like, for real, for real. And my therapist, I picked her only because of everything that I looked through on paper, but she looked like me. I'm not just saying black woman. She looked like me. Yeah. Like, I saw her. Come on now. And when I would tell her things I was going on, she's like, oh, I experienced that years ago. Yeah. These are some of the things that helped me. So it was literally, and I always say, like, she's a reflection of me. That's good. Because she will always tell me, you already know what to do to take care of yourself. I just don't understand why you're not doing it. Come on now, Sam. And I'll just be like, all right, girl. Yeah, that's some because I know, like I know she's telling the truth, because a lot of us, some of us know how to take care of ourselves, we just don't do it. We just don't do it. Yeah. Yep. Ooh, so therapy is nothing but a tool. It's a toolbox. Yeah. And somebody, like, people make fun of me sometimes. I don't care, because I go to therapy and y'all don't. Like, here she goes. She's pulling out her little therapist. I'll be like, okay, that's cool. But I'm like, I know how to deal with people like that now. No, oh my goodness. Listen. You know what's so funny? Because, like, and it's not even a judgment thing, but, like, I'll be around my male friends, and I'm like, they'll say about something going on in life, and in my head, I'm thinking in my head, like, bro, you need therapy or whatnot. No, it's not even being offensive or, like, being judgmental. It's like, bro, you keep doing this and this and this. It's because you dealt with this and this and this, and it's a cause and effect situation that you're going to continue to go through until you try to change that thing through AKA therapy or whatnot. Yeah. So no, listen, that's like you said, it's a tool, but like I said, I was in therapy on Saturday, and one of the things I just talk about it. She was talking about going forward when you're in a relationship with someone, just how you're self-aware of how certain situations trigger you. Do the same thing in relationships and whatnot. And I was like, let's talk about that. Man, let's talk about it. You want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. But I mean, it was real, because it let me know to be as a man, be able to embrace my emotions, but then be self-aware of certain situations make you feel. But the same thing to do in relationships also, be able to communicate that. Yes. I'm like, that was a whole bar right there. That was worth the whole session to me. Because every time I even want to get into an argument or debate or tit for tat, I'm like, what would my therapist say right now? So I'm like, okay, I have to go in my toolbox. Like, how can I have this difficult conversation and not try to talk down to you, but to get you to understand. Come on now, Sam. Because triggers are real. And I know we have made that into a thing. Oh, you're triggering me. You're triggering me. Yeah. A lot of people say it without understanding the context behind it. Yeah, come on now, Sam. Talk about it. You know, because I'm like, if I act this way, but then you do this, and I react this way, you have triggered me. And I've told you. Because I would tell people, like, hey, this bothers me when you do this. Yeah. This makes me upset. This makes me feel sad. This makes me feel angry. And then people do it anyway. But it's up to me to decide how I react to that. Yeah. And that's been hard. It's trying to maneuver. Yeah. And it's very difficult to have these conversations with people that have not had therapy. Yeah. Because they don't understand how what they're doing, how that's affecting you. That's good. But I think you hit it right on the note. And I remember saying this to my therapist. I literally said to her, like, how do you, if someone doesn't understand, because I've been on both in the spectrum. I remember how to act. She said the same thing to me, and I got offended by it all. I'm like, how dare you say that to me or whatnot, right?
But now being on the other side of it, I'm like, damn, she had a point.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's interesting to be able to understand both sides of it.
Exactly.
It's real interesting. But it's like, I want the people that haven't been on this side of healing to understand that.
Other side of healing.
Because the way that other side of healing. Oh, that's a good one. But the way that you understand and interpret things once you have been in a space and I'm not going to say that I'm healed. I'm not healed.
Yeah, come on now. Talk about it, Sam.
It's an ongoing journey. Because there's days where this doesn't bother me, but then tomorrow it might. Yeah. And then I have to revisit those feelings and go through it again. So I'm never done. You're never done healing. Yeah. You just might reach a peak where you're just like, I've learned how to deal with things. Look, this is nobody's video game. You don't get to the maximum level and there's no big prize for you. That's real. You have to keep going and keep pushing yourself to keep being better. That's good. And it doesn't stop. Like, I'll probably be in therapy till the day I die. I can't talk no more. Listen. Ooh. Now that I know that it's not somebody telling me what to do. Because at first I'm like, I don't want nobody telling me what to do. Come on, speak it, Sam. Speak it. But it's like it's a mirror. It's a mirror, and I'm going to offer you support. Yeah. I'm going to give you advice and tips, but it's up to you if you want to heal. If you want to heal. How are you going to use it? Yeah. Oh man, that's so good. I remember I was in church. It's about Jesus asked God, "Do you want to be healed?" He asked him more than once, right? And the guy didn't understand what he was saying. And I feel like that's how therapy is. Like, do you want to be healed? Do you want to? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Address these issues. If not, you're wasting your time and money. Please don't waste money. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get their check. Yeah, no, facts. That is facts. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like anything else. Like when someone gives you some good advice, they're gonna tell you something. Like friends, it's only so long for them to be like, all right, I ain't telling you nothing else. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably that friend. Because I'm a therapy you. And not because I'm trying to be your therapist, but I'm just telling you, it's almost like, all right, we're about to get a little philosophical here. But it's almost like how people push you to go to church, to have a relationship with God. I push people to go to therapy to get a relationship with themselves. That is all. Man, I missed my bell, y'all. Yeah, we're going to get Brandon a new bell. I'm going to get something. It's not as loud and long, but it's happening. I'm going to work on it, man. But it's like, if you keep coming to me with the same problems. Right. Over and over and over and over. That's the definition of crazy. I'm not going to say it's the definition of crazy, but it's definitely insanity or whatnot. You enjoy this. Yeah. You enjoy toxicity. You enjoy this cycle of trauma and stuff that I just don't want to be. I just don't want to be affiliated with it. Yeah. I don't want it to come to me. I don't want it affecting what I got going on. So, and I talked about this when we did my very first interview. When you guys interviewed me as a guest for the first time. Yeah. I said to my loved ones, please stop. Look at the camera. But I have learned how to better deal with those situations. I have taken myself out of the conversation. Yeah. Because you can't preach to somebody to do something that they're not ready to do. Yeah. You know? You can tell people stop eating junk food all the time. Yeah. It's gonna affect your health. They're not gonna understand that till they get sick and they don't have a choice. So it's the same thing with life. Once you figure out you want better, you start moving different. Yeah. And that's not because somebody told you, but your ass had to hit rock bottom. Yeah. It's nowhere else to go. Right. But you got to make that decision to get out of that cycle. That's good. And people can't do that for you. Your friends, your family, nobody can do that for you. And, you know, people sometimes don't want to talk to me about stuff no more. She is going to say, I need to go to therapy or I need somebody to talk to. You do, because it's not me. Right. Like, I'm not the therapist friend. I'm not the one to call right now for advice. I got my own struggles. I got my own healing. Right. That is a continuous cycle. You know, so while I'll never forget, my therapist said she had a therapist. And then I hear too many therapy professionals say the same thing. They have to. They listen. That once again, just take the power. One of therapy with the fact that we all need someone to, once again, regulate these things with or whatnot. Yes. The fact my therapist got therapy. It's like saying my doctor got a doctor. It's the same thing. Yeah, it is. Essential people to have in like you said, in your healing village or whatnot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So no, shout out to the fact that I feel like in 2023 and 2024, people are more aware of how therapy can really be a beneficial thing versus being the stigma of we black men go to therapy. And look at how well that did for our family, our generations before us, how messed up they were. That's why we keep hearing about family secrets coming out the closet and all this stuff, all this trauma and stuff that's been built up for generations.
A real Medea movie.
Oh, one day, because my family is a real Medea movie, and I'm just like, I wish at some point somebody would have said, "Yeah, we gotta fix this from the inside out."
You that person.
I'm that person, but I'm not that person for everybody. Because I can't handle that. I know my capacity. And I know that I'm a healer. I do. Because people, this is not to toot my own horn, but I know when people talk to me, they feel better.
Come on now.
And that's what I want to do. I want people to feel better, but I also don't want them to use me as a crutch. So don't use me as a crutch or somewhere to dump your load.
Yeah.
Y'all know what I meant.
Pause.
But I'm not a dumping ground anymore.
Yeah, that's good though.
And once I kind of stepped out of that role, I feel lighter. Because now I don't give people permission to dump on me. I will stop you. Because I'm the first interview, I would let people call and rant and go on and on and on. And now I'm like, hey, not today. I got my own stuff going on.
Come on now. Come on. I feel like it's the analogy of when they talk about, you know what I'm saying, container is only so big.
Yeah.
You already dealing with life and everything you got going on, and someone call you. And I remember it was a quote that someone said something powerful. They literally said, you know you got a good friend when they ask you, hey, how's your day going? You know what I'm saying? You might unload on you today. If not, we'll try for the other day or whatnot. Yeah. And have someone considerate of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's like, I feel like you as that person, you have to set that boundary. You have to say, you know, you called me with this same thing over and over and over again. What have you done differently? Besides call me and ask me the same advice.
Come on now.
That's a pet peeve of mine. If I'm giving you advice once or twice and you still do it, you enjoy it, so I'm going to let you go do it. Yeah. But you can't come here and dump that on me.
That's good, Sam.
Yeah, and that's been a major part of my healing journey because most of my life I've always been like the middleman. People in my family, different friend groups, like I've always kind of been neutral. Yeah. So, and you know, I've heard that I give good advice, so people automatically, I'm just call Sam and ask her. And now my phone is quick to go to voicemail if I see certain numbers. I just can't do it. I can't handle it. Yeah. And people think because, oh, she's doing good for herself. You know, she got this going on. Okay, but whatever troubles I have going on, you don't see it because you don't ask.
Right. Ooh.
You don't ask what's going on, you know, off of social media when I'm not hosting. Yeah. What do you have going on in real life every day? So, of course, it looks good from the outside because I'm not going to let y'all see my private life because it's private. You know, so it's like, did you take a second and really ask me how I'm doing and listen and wait and let that simmer? Right. Because somebody called me, how you doing, girl? I said, I'm doing awful. How are you? Just like that. Just to see if it was going to be a follow-up question. Well, what's going on? Like, oh, girl. So, anyway, no, conversation over.
Oh, conversation
is cut. Just like that.
That's good stuff right there, Sam.
Yeah, like that's real talk. And I feel like if you have a friend and you know that is quote unquote the strong friend, give them a break. Give them a break because that strong friend is going through some stuff too. Yeah. They just handle it in a different way because that's how they were built to just deal with stuff. But that don't mean they want to deal with your stuff too.
Sam, you've been impacting stuff today.
Good.
And you know what? And that's what I love about, because Sam, this is my homie right here, man. Sam would text me, she'd be like, you know, this, that, and the other, man. And I love these conversations because once again, it lets me know that I'm not the only one dealing with these things. Yes. And not just not only the one dealing with it, but just the fact that, you know what I'm saying, once again, having that support system, you know what I'm saying? It is very essential to, I feel like, to your healing. So, no.
For sure.
Thank you, by the way.
You're welcome. Because I know sometimes it'd be so random.
Hey, listen.
You be like, I'm good.
No, but listen, you be needing that. You know what I'm saying?
You do, and I'm like this, especially during this time of year. When you check on your friends, check on them for real. Yeah. Don't just checking on you, like checking on you. Okay, ... Let's continue this conversation. Yeah. So it's like, because I had a couple of my friends that I haven't talked to in a long time, and when I tell y'all between the months of August through November, I went through a lot of stuff. A lot of health stuff, a lot of stuff that scared me, a lot of stuff that shifted the trajectory of stuff that I was doing. I had to slow down. I had to stop this. I had to, switch things around. And I'm telling people like snippets. Like I'm going through something. I had to go to the emergency room. I have to get the treatment for this. I have to do this. No follow up. And so I'm like, they'll let me know everything I need to know.
Come on now.
Because it takes 2 seconds to say, hey, how did your procedure go?
Yeah.
Do you need anything?
Yeah.
And I had some ones who did. And I'm going to shout out to y'all instead of worry about the ones who didn't.
Come on now.
Because the ones that showed up always show up.
There we go.
And that's who I'm rocking with. That's who I'm rocking with. Just like that.
No. And so this is my last question because I feel like this is essential. Like, because I feel like people, let's say someone watching this right now was just like, they're in a moment of their life and they're going through something. What would you offer as advice as like, I'm not saying like light at the end of the tunnel because like you said, it's a continual journey, but what do you feel like is a great thing to tell them if you're going through something? What are some things that can help them deal with that?
Make yourself a priority.
Make yourself a priority. Worth the price of admission right there.
I mean, because it's so much going on in life for everybody right now. For whatever it is, everybody has something going on right now. So it's like, it's okay to be selfish and make yourself priority. Yeah. Another thing that I've grown to just appreciate more is not posting every little thing about my life.
Come on now, Sam.
Because people, I thought you were this. I thought you had this going on.
Don't keep guessing.
Keep guessing. Like, keep guessing. My life is not a reality show. What my business and my brand doing is for you all.
There we go.
But, I like to leave my personal life. And that has, I feel like gave me a lot of peace.
Yes.
But just know that you're not the only one. You're not the only one going through whatever it is you're going through. I don't care if it's depression, grief, loss, being broke. Not forever, because I'm about to overcome this. And
That's
so
right.
Are you.
That's right.
So just know that you are not alone in anything that you struggle with. And if you can't go to a friend, you can go to another person. You take it to God. You take it to the Creator. You take it to whoever fills your heart with joy. That's what you do.
That's good stuff right there.
Yeah.
Listen, I love these segments, by the way, guys. I love to pull up. Let me get that right. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like guys call me to do that aspect, but I love the fact we can diversify our platform to talk about certain things that are dear and true to my heart or whatnot. Because like I said, as I go through my own healing journey, I love being able to see, as I'm healing, I'm around people who are also healing and learn about their stories. So I love these segments.
Yeah, surround yourself with other healing people.
Oh, come on now, Sam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So these segments are dear and close to my heart. And it's showing me, once again, y'all are viewing it. Y'all are saying I want more of it. That these necessary conversations are needed and whatnot. So I just love it. And having great people like you around, Sam, makes it just that much better. So let's get into this. A couple of what they say. We gotta pay some bills, right? First of all, y'all know Sam is the #1 host in the city. That's first of all. I'm saying it right here on this platform, by the way.
He said it. I mean,
yeah, I did. I'm gonna continue saying it. But not only that, I want to make an announcement because now we have her as director of special events here at the Pull-Up Experience. So y'all know we are a group of introverts. And we get invited to so many things, you know what I'm saying? And it is, I am grateful to have someone who not only thrives in that space, but is just a conduit to just so many great things and whatnot. So I thank you for joining the team.
Thank you. I'm excited, y'all, because y'all thought I was out here last year.
Yeah, listen.
Everywhere.
I wish you had like so I don't know how old y'all are, but back in the day, Jay-Z and Dame Dash used to give people change, maybe part of, Rockefeller. I promise you, I'm working on it. It might not be a chain, might be a Letterman jacket, but we're working on it, okay?
And I'll take a Letterman jacket.
Over a chain.
And I gotta put it on just like this.
Right. So we're working on it, but that once again, as our platform grows and we expand, we want to bring great people on. So once again, continue the great thing that we're building here at the Pull-Up Experience. Y'all don't know our vision, but the vision has always been to be that go-to platform for Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? You got news outlets and whatnot, but as Ernie Leisure's in New York or David Shan's got Atlanta, we want to be that here for Cleveland and whatnot. So as we expand and we continue to grow, we're having great people who, once again, who not only embody that vision, but also embraces it. It's a beautiful thing. So I had to get out the way. And then also, guys, coming up, it's coming. We are now offering mentoring / coaching when it comes down to building your platform or AKA your podcast. Listen, we are done playing. What I mean by that is that we know what our calling is. Our calling is to help people. Because if you're a real estate agent, if you're a hairstylist, if you're, a person that makes cakes or whatnot, you need a platform to be able to show people you're different from that next person. And what better way to do that than create a podcast where you can create content, you can monetize, and just once again separate yourself from everyone else. And we are the group to help you do that. If nothing else, we have proven, we know kind of, not saying we know what we're doing, but we have an idea what we're doing. And we can help mentor you and coach you into what you're trying to do with that platform. So listen, we're off net coming Q1 2024 is coming soon. We want to offer it to you now. So just be on the lookout for that. Lastly, you got anything else? You know what I'm saying?
We got a lot lined up for 2024.
Yes, we got a lot going on. Yes, and right before me and Sam talk about a couple of things that we just want to be able to offer, and we want to once again differentiate ourselves between. Not saying we're better than other platforms, but we kind of are. No, I'm just playing. But we want to be able to just once again differentiate ourselves between other platforms. But once again, we're just more than just a podcast. We host events. We offer education. We want to be a network. And actually mean it.
We diversify our portfolio.
Exactly, guys. So just stay tuned. And God is good because once again, He's giving opportunities to partner with so many other great things. Oh, I almost forgot. Speaking of platforms and partnering. So guys, now Total Experience will now be on local app. Shout out to my man Jay Fogle.
Ooh, shout out Jay.
Yeah, shout out to Jay Fogle. Stay tuned. So not only we're on YouTube, not only your Apple Podcast, we are now on local app, which is a great app here in the city. Made by a great person, and once again, this is what collaboration is all about. We're gonna offer we're gonna be offering a new platform, and I feel like this is like when Apple stock was like $1. Mm-hmm. Local app is just that, because I know Jay is gonna grow that thing to be, you know what I'm saying, big, and I'm glad we're on the ground floor of that. So as you guys will see, not only will we be on the normal platform, not the normal platform, but we'll be offering our platform to a whole nother growing platform. So we're grateful for that partnership right there. So
Prestige Worldwide.
That's right. So once again, guys, it's great things happening in 2024, and we're grateful for you especially the person watching this, because once again, this wouldn't be possible without you. The platform keeps growing, guys. Last time I checked, we are like 7,000 subscribers. God is good.
Get us to 10 though.
Yeah, no. Road to 10,000 subscribers. 10. That's the goal. Come on, Sam. Speak that. Goal. That's to go 10,000 subscribers in 2024. That's the road we're on. That's a new thing I'm going to say going forward. There you go. You know what I'm saying? So yes.
This is the road to 10K.
The road to 10K. I received that.
There you go.
So thank you guys for you, the person watching, the person listening. We thank you, and we will see you guys next time for another great segment, okay?
All right.
Peace, y'all.